So now that I've got it set up here in rough notched, I got to figure out my final scribe. And what I got to do is go down this wall and figure out where my widest measurement is here. And then if it's only like one spot, that's the widest in one little area, I might go a quarter bigger, but normally I want to be a half inch. My scribe setting needs to be a half inch larger than my biggest gap. So this log had a natural little bow down from about center to the tip, and then from the center to the butt it kind of bows out. I tend to want to bow out. So with that little bow there down, there's obviously some flex in a log this long, so I've got some wedges drove in there to raise that section up about a half inch, and then once it's scribed and fit, that'll flex that bow back out of it a little bit. That's a big part of log building, is taking something that's imperfect and making it as perfect as possible. So now my biggest gap is 4 inches. So for my long groove scribe, I'm going to be 4.5 inches. And now that we're getting closer to the top, I'm lessening my overscribe. I'm going to do an overscribe of 5/16 now. So we'll go notch. So 4 3/16. And that'll be my notch setting. Now I'll always scribe my long groove first, in case there's a little dip or something that I missed when I was measuring and I got to readjust my scribe settings. Then you got to start over. If you start on your notches, and then that's more, you just got to go back and redo. So that's why I always do my long groove first. So I'm going to set my scriber to my long groove setting, which was 4.5. Measuring the ends of my pens, 4.5 inches. Now I'm set. This scriber, I don't have to go and set it for plumb and level. It's all ready to go. And even though this is a header log, it isn't going to have any breaks, I'm still going to put tabs. These are my spacer tabs on my lower logs. I'm still going to put a big set of tabs here to put pressure on this log and help push them down as they dry and settle. Otherwise you'd have your overscribe gap up there, and it would have to settle enough to contact this one to put weight on the rest of these. I want even distribution of weight as it settles. Now, I can't do this very well one-handed, but let's see what I can do. Basically, for all you, I got a lot of new followers, so I'll go over this again. You got your 2 bubbles. One bubble keeps you straight this way, and one bubble keeps you straight this way. You got to keep both of those centered as you move along your surface. We got to do this both sides, the entire length of the log and the notch. That's why there's a huge difference in price between a chink style and a full scribe like this. Chink style, you're not scribing the full length of the log. So now this line, you're not going to cut to this line. You put your deep V cut about 1 inch in. So I'll come with the chainsaw and do this top cut, a deep V. The top line here is the one that I'm going to cut right to the line when I pull the log down. So now I got my long groove all scribed, and I changed my scribe setting over to my notch setting, which that is the same setting I'm using for my tabs. So this is this is a good size, like 4-inch tab. I'm going to put one on each side of the opening, and then when I cut my long groove, I'm going to leave this little tab here, so it'll sit here and give me that space that I need for my overscribe. One last thing before you pull that log down to cut it, do a walk around and make sure you didn't miss any sides of your notches or anything, because it's a really pain in the butt to put it back up there and try to line it back up to finish scribing a section.